This is the Star Wars The Black Series 3.75-inch Rey in Jakku outfit. And here is the packaging. I picked this figure up at Artoys, surprisingly. Not Kramer this time, but from Artoys. Alright, it's a Walmart exclusive for the rest of the world, but for here in Manila we don't have Walmart, so we have to resort to hobby shops for them. So here's that backpack that we saw also in that other Black Series figure, which I'm sure will fit nicely on her back, which I'm not going to do now because I you know, for the life of me, I've seen the movie several times, but I cannot remember if she really wore a backpack. Maybe in the beginning, before she left Jakku, I have no idea. Anyway, so this is the Rey figure I've been waiting for. It's got all the articulation, not just 5 points of articulation. It comes with another headpiece, as well as the backpack and the staff, their signature staff, which is essentially, I think, the same as the staff that came in the regular 3.75-inch figure. The problem is, this one is, I think this one is, oh no, it's different. It's actually different, as you can see. There's different molding on the handle. Well, paint apps obviously is different. So, okay, well done, Hasbro. And as you can see, here is the regular Rey figure. Very, very similar. It's difference only in a few details and in articulation, obviously. I obviously like this figure a heck of a lot better than this figure. I love this figure, but this figure I think is far superior than this figure. Sorry, I went out of focus. The only problem I have with this figure really is the gardening gloves. I cannot remember her wearing these gloves. Maybe when she was scavenging in that AT-AT Walker, or that destroyer, sorry, the Imperial destroyer, maybe she was using those gloves, but I would have preferred her with the open-handed, no gloves sculpt. It would have been nicer, I think. I don't know if they had to do that because they had to add that ball hinge articulation on the wrist, but yeah. Okay, torso seems to be similar. Yeah, obviously the drapes on her. This one is just molded on her legs. These are separate. It's a separate tunic of sorts, made of a soft PVC material, and underneath that, her pants. Same as that one, I think. Detail-wise, on the back, very similar. Head sculpt, it's actually a different head sculpt, as you can see. This one, I think I like the detail on the Black Series better, obviously. It looks more like Daisy Ridley. This one looks more like a Disney princess, but it still kind of looks like Daisy. This one, I think the eyes and the cheekbones, I think this looks more like Daisy. But very good. Flesh tone, this one is a little bit more pastier than this one. But very, very similar. Okay, I guess you can do this. You can pop off neck, and then if you have the speeder, I'm sure you can find a way to make her. Oh, I don't know. Will she? Maybe not. Because of that oh man, this is so frustrating. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it looks like a more natural position than this one. This one is, she just has her legs straight. So okay. And here is the latest 3.75-inch Rey figure in Resistance outfit. Let me take this one off. Here you go. Yep. hand sculpt. Bit different. This one she's all made up. Yeah, there's probably a lot of supply of makeup in the resistance. Okay, folk, let's talk about paint apps are great. I already mentioned that. It's detail, the sculpt, fantastic. Let's talk about articulation. Articulation for the figure's got a ball joint neck. It feels like it's a ball jointed waist, but it just acts like a swivel waist. Ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge wrists, ball hinge elbows, ball hinge wrists that go in and out. Just wish those gloves were really putting me off on this figure. Got ball hinge ankles, but sadly not rocker joints. Ball hinge knees, and the hips. I decided to do it last because it's the Luke Skywalker hips, the Dagobah Luke Skywalker hips that are pinned straight up her torso, and therefore she cannot move forward and sideways simultaneously. If you want to make her legs move forward, you'll have to do that, and then twist the leg, however, put her leg forward, and then twist it back like this. So it's frustrating. I know this kind of hinge that they do on these super articulated figures. I just wish they'd keep it as a ball joint instead of a hinge joint. I think a ball joint would be cheaper and it'll be more efficient for the figure. This figure does not come with a blaster nor a lightsaber, but luckily for us, this one has a blaster and a lightsaber. So we can, if you on Takodana, you can have her use that blaster. Okay. Or I've been waiting to do this. I've actually not tried this yet. I don't know. I was waiting to do it on the review. Can she hold a lightsaber properly with two hands? I've not tried it out actually. My apologies. And there you go. Use the force. No, I'm kidding. All right. Am I not getting enough light? Okay. And yeah, oh my goodness, she looks great with the lightsaber on. Who's your daddy now, Kylo Ren? No. Every time. Use the force. The force. Man, she had she's like all week to think about it. And Kylo Ren, he didn't even do anything. He was so focused on just use the force. Make her faint or something. It gave her like a week to think about using the force, and then she got her strength back. And yeah. I don't know. Sorry about that. But very, very cool. I am so pleased with this figure. This figure was obvious. You'll obviously get a 10 out of 10 for me, despite those gardening gloves that they have on, utility gloves they have on her. I like it, but I paid like a hefty price for it. Here in Manila, Voyager class figures for Transformers costs a certain amount, and that's the amount I paid to purchase this figure. I know it's crazy, but what are you gonna do, right? So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little review. The Walmart exclusive Star Wars 3.75-inch Black Series Rey Jakku figure. Thanks for watching.